Hello and welcome to BonBonB Plays Transport Fever. I'm BonBonB and of course you are very, very welcome. Now you'll see on the thumbnail this is part 6, but if you missed the last episode it's also actually part 2 because BonBonB has done a restart. Reason being, I'm not going to bore you too much with this, but I spotted a problem with the game, with the, my strategy, my opening strategy. First time I played this game, not played any of the Train Fever prequels to this, and so I made a couple of strategic errors, mostly relying upon carts to deliver long distance caravans. Trains are needed for that, and at the early stage of the game I don't think the trains can haul enough to make it worthwhile, so we're sticking with passenger. Now this is the new map. If I pull back and stick the old the town tags on, that's what I'm after, that one there. We'll see that there for the rewards. This is the new map we're playing on, a huge map, the largest map available within the game. And currently we have one train line and it's running from Chipping Sodbury across to Saxmundham. I think that's how you pronounce it. Now I decided what we should do is on each and every episode we'll start with a little factoid about one of the towns or something. And Saxmundham, I've looked it up on its wiki and done a little bit of research on Saxmundham. Not a lot it goes on in Saxmundham, the real town, of course. Probably even less in this little town. It's on the coast in East Anglia in England, and the oh, I don't know if you heard the siren of the something going past there. Anyway, yes, where are we? Yes, it's on the coast in East Anglia within England, and the according to TripAdvisor, the two main things you should do when you visit Saxmundham is go for a walk on the beach or the heath, and there's an antique centre somewhere that's apparently very, very good. Right, so that's Saxmundham. I'm guessing the name Saxmundham, and this is total guess, can be broken down to 3 stages. Sax probably comes from the Saxons, so it's the town of the Saxons. Mundham, well, ham basically means a small town, as in Hamlet. And Mund, I'm guessing, is mound or hill. So I'm guessing that, and this is total guesswork, Saxmundham means Saxon town on the hill. Which seems like a very good place to put it. Of course, East Anglia is very flat, so I don't know where they found this hill to build the town on. Right, so this is Agatha. Agatha is our first and only train. She's currently carrying 36 passengers from Chipping Sodbury to Saxmundham and is now starting to pay for herself. If I click finances, there we are. She's making good solid profit every single day. Now I've moved the time on from the last episode somewhat, and I've spent a little bit of cash, and most of that has been spent on the towns in this area, connecting up the roads so that we haven't got any stray ends. Like here we've got a road put in across here. It's just going to allow us a little bit of guaranteed area, if that makes any sense. So that, like here, we had another road coming out here. I've connected it to here. So we've got, if when we want to put the station in, the railway station in, we are guaranteed that there aren't going to be buildings in the way. Well, hopefully guaranteed. Upton-upon-Severn, one of our largest towns at the moment. And then Padstow down here by the farms. Once again, you can see that I've popped in this road across here to join it up. Right, has Agatha reached her destination? I think she's just about to pull in. Let's see how much she's generated us. Now, I know this station is packed. 58 people waiting here, and she can only carry 36. That's right, in your pool, girl, in your pool. And ka-chink. Nearly 200,000. Of course, she's now loading up with 36 people. Now, I've got, I would say, a dilemma. Clearly, we've got to put more carriages on Agatha. which will be down at the depot down here. But Chipping Sodbury seems to be generating fewer passengers. Currently only at 26, so that'll be up at about 36 or so when she arrives. So I'm going to leave the extra carriages for a little while. We haven't got huge amounts of people waiting. Plus, it does also mean giving up a little bit of revenue, a little bit of revenue, because when she gets sent into the depot, anybody who's on board is basically written off as a fare. So we will leave that now. So we're going to now build some more lines. What we'll be doing is patching together a network of lines that will eventually loop around this hill. Billericay, Earley, Upton-upon-Severn, Padstow, Chipping Sodbury and Saxmundham. We'll have a loop around here. But we're not going to build them necessarily all in line, because this is a Chipping Sodbury to Padstow. Going around the hill is a bit of a long way, and this is still a climb. Let's call up the contours. So we've still got quite a climb up to Padstow, and it's a struggle for the engines to climb up that sort of hill at this early stage in the game, because these trains aren't the most powerful. So we'll leave that for now, but Earley and Upton-upon-Severn are really close to each other. And if we just have a quick look, their height at the cursor is 174 metres. Over here it's 166, 160. So there's only a 10-metre variation between the two towns there. I think that should be a fairly easy route to guarantee some very quick and easy money with a train route. And we'll also put in a train line. I'm thinking it's a little bit out of shot at the moment, but we've got Dunstable here, and I'm going to save this one for next week for the factoid. For now, we're going to call it God Manchester. It's not pronounced that. Join me next week for the great, or next week. What day are we? Monday or Friday? I've lost track. Monday, isn't it? It's Monday today. Right. So join me again on Friday, and we will have a closer look at God Manchester. But we'll put in a route along here. This isn't a priority. We'll build the other line first. If we've got enough money, we'll build this one as well. Right, let's pull the contours off and go and have a look. Burnley's going to be an easy link as well to Saxmundham, but this will be an offshoot line connecting to this area here, and it's not a priority. Our priority is getting this loop in place. So right, what have we got? We've got these two towns, and residential is at the top end here. We can put a residential station here, and across the top there is a bit of a pain. Now, where's that food processing plant? That's an oil well. It's over there somewhere, isn't it? There she is. So if we run the track along here, because we've got the two farms at the bottom, and in a few episodes' time, when we've got a more powerful kind of engine, we'll be running freight trains up and down this kind of line here. So I think if we bring the residential station at the top end and loop it around, that should link up okay. Right, so let's do that. Let's start with trains. Station, passenger, yes. Is that ideal? Can we get away with that? Too much curvature. Well, yeah, that's not a big problem. Let's spin the terrain collision. It's not liking it. It's not liking it. Let's put the... Okay. So we are a bit on the hill there. It's flatter here. So we could do that. We can build a road in to join it. That will work fine there, I think. So we'll do that, and then we'll build a road to connect that with the main street. And we could probably join it up down here. That's okay. And that will come back to you in a minute. Let's come and have a look at Earley, where we'll have a station over here as well. Oh, auto saving, fine, no big problem there. And we could spin you. I think we'll build the road in as well here. Something like that. And then residential station, bang, like that. Okay. We've got to make sure that, let's put the track across here so that it doesn't. How are we going to do this? We could build it backwards. And then into the station there. It's not too steep coming out the station, is it? Train to be going slow at that point anyway, so it's not a huge problem. Okay, that's fine. So that's going to stop the town from building onto our train, onto our where we want the tracks even. That's what I'm trying to say. Right, and now shall we go around the trees? Ish. And down the hill a little bit. And let's join her up at Earley. Clink. Right, we have a connection. Now the other side of here, we're just going to run the train through there. That. And so that will connect up with, probably actually needs to come in a little steeper as well than that. That was bad planning. Better planning. We want it coming like that. So that is now heading in roughly the right direction, and then the freight train coming out of here can connect up and use the track or a parallel track. I'm happy with that. Now, next question is, where shall we put the depot? I think Earley's a good place. We'll do that. And trains. And let's find ourselves a nice depot. Right, there is perfect. And we'll draw a parallel line coming out of here. Run it up alongside. And then bring her up and in. Now notice we're not working with signals yet, because at the moment we've got one train on each line, not connecting up with anything, no reason to have signals in place at all. So that's all good. Shall we buy the train? We'll buy the train now. So one of those. And we'll have 5 wagons. Just for the starters. And then we're also going to need some buses. How are we going to best fit this? I think about there is good. Let's spin it around. Does that connect with the station? It does. Still connects with the station. It still connects with the station. Well, that's fine. We can get it all the way up there beautifully. And then bus stops tying all this. So all we really need is one up in this area here, one around there, and then one this way coming back. That's fine. So we'll have one up this way. Remembering to put it on the right hand side of the road, because America, even though we're running with a European, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, European settings. Of course, why else? And depot, we'll need a road depot. We'll put that opposite. And we're going to buy one stagecoaches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is quite a big loop. I think we're going to need to have a few of them there. And we're going to set a new line. Oh, try that again. Oh, come on. Don't muck me around, eh? There's your new... I don't appear to have set it. Right, set line. New line. And it's the early bus. You don't want to miss the early bus. Okay, let's move these out of the way. First stop is the bus station. And then there's your loop. That will meet everybody, and it's already going. Okay, that's fine. Need to do something similar down here though, in Upton-upon-Severn. Let's buy ourselves a bus station. Spin it. I think we'll just stick that opposite the station this time. And bus stops. Well, that catches most of the area, and that catches the rest of the area. Well, that's easy. And a depot. Put the depot next door. Buy road vehicles. Stagecoaches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Set line. New line. And this is the Upton bus. Pow. And station 1, station 2, station 3. Right. So we are now servicing the area with stagecoaches. Marvellous. Let's get the train running. Here she is. She needs a name, or he. This one here. Train 1. Train 1. And you're going to be called Basil. Fantastic. Perfect name. Set line. New line. And this is the Upton passenger line. Oh, come on, learn how to type. And we'll go from Earley to late, no, to Upton and back. Brilliant. Let's go and have a look at Basil. That can go, can't it? Yeah. Out you come, Baz. Want you earning me lots of money, okay? What we'll do now is we'll go and have a look at Agatha, because she's going to need some more carriages. I'm not sure yet whether or not she's going to be either Chipping Sodbury or... Here she comes. 36 people on board. How many people at the station? Only 25. See, she can't carry any more. How many have we got here? We've got plenty enough people waiting there. Well, if she's not going to collect a full load, here will be the perfect opportunity to send her into the depot. So once she's or we can send her into the depot quickly. That's what we'll do. This is all going to be about timing, ladies and squirms. Oh yes. So 27. What we'll do is we'll let her unload. Move this into the middle here. When the passengers reach 0, we're going to send her out, then into the depot, and hopefully these people will wait while we put some more carriages on, and we'll be able to be even busier, which I like. Right, as it drops. Right. So we've got 3 on board, so that's 3 people that we're going to lose the revenue from. Out here you come, girl. And then once you get past this little junction here, we'll send you into the depot, load you up with extra carriages, as many as we can afford. And Bob your auntie, probably. Come on. Speed her up a little bit. Right, let's go to depot. And that's the one. Passengers has now dropped to 0. Know what's happened to them? They've just been vaporised. Probably used as coal. They are carbon based after all. Okay, we'll come in here, and while she's coming in, we will have a look. These are 94,000, so we can probably buy 6 of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Almost enough for 7, but not quite. Come on, Aggie. Get yourself into that depot. Right. So I'll just pop them on there. So we're now 87. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12 carriages long. That's perfect, isn't it? And you're going onto this line. How many people on this platform now? 29. Good, and we can carry 72. Agatha is now going to be earning her keep, I hope. Come on, girl, out here. Get over this line here. That's the one. We'll send you back and collect these people that are patiently waiting. And while that's doing that, let's have a look at the bus stops. 6 people waiting at that one. 18 there. And 13. So maybe we could do with a couple of extra stagecoaches. What do we think? A couple of extra ones. Oh, I haven't got the money for it. Well, darn it. Come on, you're going to have to get working. We need the income to be able to buy the stagecoaches. We'll pop that up there quietly out of the way. So 32 people on the platform. Half-filled train, we can do that. 35's on the train, that's good. Let's go and have a look while that's happening. Let's have a look at this line. Where are you, train? Where are you? Oh, where are you? There, I see smoke. Right, well, not many people on this one just yet, but we can now see, we can actually see people coming onto the platform. So this is starting to take off. How many people have we got over here? 23 on this one. So that's starting to pay off. Right, once you get over here and see the 46 people that are waiting. Come on, Agatha, get in here, girl. We need the Wonga. 200,000 overdrawn. Which means we might not even break even yet. 29,000 overdrawn. But we have 44 on board, and when you get to the other end, that should resolve that, and then we'll get the extra. Shall we ride with you? Shall we ride with you? Ah, it's a beautiful game. So let's have some comments down below from you guys about how you're finding the game and how you're finding this series, and if there's anything that you would prefer me to do or not to do. I'd like to keep the episodes a little bit shorter, but it's quite difficult with this game, really. It's not really an action-packed kind of game where you can just put in the highlights. I cut out the boring stuff, I guess, but then the episodes take me a couple of hours to edit, and on top of playing for half an hour or so, it becomes quite time-consuming. Especially when I'm not doing this for a living, you know? I'm just... it's a hobby. Oh, I'd love to be making a living from this. Bye-bye boat. Right. So, we're 80,000 overdrawn, but this now should allow us to buy these extra stagecoaches. There we are. Now we're sorted. So stagecoach, buy vehicles. We'll have 2 of them. And you are all going around the set line. Oh, that's what I'm after. Chipping bus. And that's it. So we have to stop here today. I'll just drop it into slow because don't want things getting away from us completely. We kind of have to stop it there because obviously we have been recording for quite some time now. We've spent all the money we've got, so yeah, we've got Agatha now pulling her extra carriages. We've got the second line up and running between Earley and Upton-upon-Severn, and hopefully that's going to generate us some cash. How many are you carrying, Basil? See, Basil's almost carrying a full component already, and 44 people already waiting at the stop here. Come on, Basil. Let's see how much that turns us over. And stop. 118,000. That's fine. And then at this end we have already waiting 22. So it's going to be pretty much full when he gets back at this end as well. So we've got the 2 lines. Both of them should now be running a profit very soon indeed. I haven't actually had a look at his finances yet, have I? Let's have a look at your finances, Basil. There we are. Huge profit. Huge profit, and we know Agatha's running at a profit. Yes. Not so much at that point, but obviously we sent her in, spent a whole chunk of money, and so she didn't get the quick turnarounds that she would have quite liked. But now with the extra coaches, no reason why she can't pick up even more passengers. So that's it. That's all for today. When you come back on Friday, we'll come down to Dunstable and God, Manchester. Yes, I know that's not right, but I will correct it on Friday. Something to look forward to, guys. Right, I've been BonBonB. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you Friday for more Transport Fever. Have a great weekend now. No, not weekend. A week. Oh, hell's bells.